Hey guys, what's up? It's JB here, and I'm back to the next part of my Reaper of Souls campaign playthrough. And let's just go ahead and load up the game. And yeah, I did burn through a couple of episodes last week, rather, or yesterday. I think I did like 5 parts, a couple of hours worth. All right. Angel's
You
death.
killed the angel who was responsible for this horror.
Yes, but his master is the true evil. He still lives, but I mean to fix that. I will ensure this never happens again.
I believe you.
Okay.
You've had an interesting life, I'd say.
Oh, I could tell you stories. We were frequently set upon by bandits. It became quite tiresome, really. One time, I had had enough. I know this is hard to believe, but when I was younger, I was even more vivacious than I am now. So I seduced their leader, convinced him to free us by giving him details on how he could rob a local magistrate. He'd heard the Vetchin could predict the future, so he believed me. They were caught and hung 3 days later. I must have forgotten to tell him that part of my vision.
Okay. Did you hate it when women try to con you or such
I
things?
wonder if we could sell wigs made from your hair.
That is enough, Harold! If we survive this nightmare, I am leaving for my parents' estate in Bramwell.
That's a grand idea, dearest. Your father has more than enough money to...
Follow me, and I will tie you naked to a tree for the crows. Maybe then you'll finally think of something other than money.
Yeah. There we go. Show some
Is it
backbone
true
moment.
that King Justinian IV is dead? That would mean I'm sixth in line for the throne.
Oh, Jesus.
I know who was responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take West...
Oh god, he's going on with the same story over and over again.
Now that Urzael is dead, I'm going to Bramwell to find my son.
It's still not safe out there.
I don't care.
Okay.
Thanks to you, I can finally bury my wife in peace.
Alright, always so grim, this world.
You really must stop thanking me. It was nothing.
A dozen people ran by me and did nothing. You're a hero.
Just in the right place at the right time, I suppose.
Okay.
This disaster will make for great reading someday, provided that anyone survives to chronicle it.
On this guy again, okay.
My mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it. And now they've created...
Anything new?
Quite unlike me to fall apart like that. I can't imagine what came over me. Let's keep this between ourselves, eh?
Sure. Something else here?
How fortunate I am to have met the savior of Westmarch. You simply must let me ask you some questions when your work is done.
I simply must not. Jesus, she has a lot to say, doesn't she?
I have bad news, General. The king is dead.
I'd heard rumors, but I hoped. I didn't really care for the king at first, but he turned into a good ruler. Hadn't been himself lately, though. The last of his trusted advisors died recently. Hit him hard, it did. He would have recovered eventually. Now, he'll never get the chance.
Death comes to all.
Urzael is dead, and without his leadership, the Reapers should be easy for Torian's men to finish off.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
But we still don't know why Malthael wants the stone, and he grows stronger by the moment. We are running out of time.
That strange woman you brought here believes she can help. She insisted on speaking with you immediately.
Rackus conquered all of Honduras before founding Westmarch. Repelling this invasion would be child's play for him.
Tira's newly established rule over Westmarch did nothing to quell the civil war, which continued until she was driven mad and eventually killed by the plague. Cornelius, grandson of Justinian III and slave to the Zakharum faith, used this opening to crush the rebels once and for all and become the new king.
Urzael is slain. Westmarch is saved. And yet these thoughts weigh constantly upon me.
There will always be another battle, but a seasoned fighter enjoys the victory at hand.
Wise words, my friend. Angels are cursed with a wider perspective of events. To live in the moment is a part of mortal existence I must learn to embrace.
Alright. There we go.
Chelsea, I know how to find Malthael, but you will not like what I have to tell you.
What is it?
There is only one person who knows how to find Malthael. She waits for you in the Blood Marsh, and you know her well. Adria.
Adria.
Adria, alright.
Adria is not as you remember her. She is channeling blood magic to prepare herself to retrieve the Black Soul Stone.
Explain.
Some things cannot be explained. You must see them for yourself.
I'm going to walk away now.
You have no sense of it.
Sorry. What was that?
Adria is not as...
Explain.
Something.
I'm going to walk away.
You have no...
Oh, okay, no sense of it. That's all she has to say, apparently.
I'm telling you, Lyria was so lonely, and Zai was so alive and full of life. They shared one perfect night, and after she emerged, blushing. Dirges raced to her side, but Zai was gone. The ruby around Lyria's neck was the only sign that he had ever been there.
So Zai left a sign for Durgist and got Lyria in trouble. Did he feel any guilt?
No, not then. He felt pride.
Alright.
The boy meant well. You've made many mistakes yourself, like following me all over the world.
He's a fool, and fools end up dead around here.
Ah, now I see.
What are you talking about?
You lost your father, your wife, your apprentice. If you keep everyone far away, you cannot lose another.
You keep that nonsense to yourself, or I might forget how much I owe you.
Hidrick's like such a grumpy old man. I swear to God, man. What is this? Oh my goodness. Stop talking already, Jesus.
Where are the angels? Why do they not stop Malthael?
There is confusion and dissension in the high heavens. You must remember, Malthael was our leader once.
You're on the Angiris Council. Get the angelic host down here.
Imperius commands the host, and he will not unleash them on a fellow angel, especially a former member of the Angiris Council.
Imperius. I'll have words with him when this is over.
I love how she's just threatening, like, the angels.
You're not going anywhere without me.
And why is that?
Someone has to make sure you don't kill Adria before you find out where Malthael is.
Come if you want, but Adria is going to pay for what she did to Leah. Urzael and the Reapers are dead. Now the people of Westmarch can begin to rebuild their city and their lives. Lorath and I depart for the Blood Marsh to confront Adria. She knows how to find Malthael, but more importantly, there is a blood debt between us, and she will pay it.
Brilliant dialogue. So we're just gonna try and find the first part here.
We hid the Black Soul Stone in the deepest part of the Nephilim ruins near here. We thought it would be safe, but Malthael found it all the same.
I consider myself an expert on all matters concerning boggits. The boggit itself is a small, odd creature given to foraging and burrowing. Under normal circumstances, it fears humans, but it can be incited to great violence when under the influence of magical objects. Rings in particular seem to excite them.
See if there's anything down here.
Your valor inspired me.
Sorry, I just had to reply a message real quick here. Ironically, my friend who's messaged me just came online, so not sure what couldn't we do.
The first time I saw a witch, she burned. Father took me to the town square to see it. Look, he said, that is the face of evil. But she looked like any other woman, and burned like anything else. Then the flames engulfed her. Her eyes found mine, and she laughed.
This is the entrance to the tomb, but someone's collapsed it.
Adria.
It looks like we'll have to find another way into the ruins. What was that?
Something is coming.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, jeez. Okay. But upside, these guys are nearly that tough. Okay, this one looks like it might be a problem.
I enjoyed that. I require more wrath.
This betusked boggin is a ferocious, hulking beast with an exceedingly bad temper. Aided by packs of boggits, it will fight anything that crosses its path. Invariably, some of the boggits will die, but the survivors are rewarded with scraps left over from the boggin's prey.
You never stop trying, Adria. I'll say that for you.
Remember to get the information we need before you...
Right.
Well, that's not very reassuring.
I love how she just cut him off like that. Denied. Oh, okay. But that's how it is. Oh, that's nice. It's a house. It's a tiny little house. Let's see here. Oh, there we go.
Not enough wrath.
Before Zakaroon.
This is one of the guide stones, but nothing happens when I approach it.
Let me try.
There are 4 entrances to the Nephilim city, each one etched with a sigil. Only the correct one marks the true entrance to the tomb, however. When you activate these stones, one of the wrong sigils disappears.
And all we need to do is eliminate 2 of the remaining sigils.
Alright, so we're just not gonna explore all the way in there here, just to keep the video a little shorter. Oh, what a huge step down there. This axe I do believe I found in the campaign the first time I played it, so I did change the gear out. This isn't entirely self-found anymore, but
like chaff before the wind.
because I was using some leftover gear that I thought I'd keep just in case. It's true that I haven't been playing D3 nearly as much as I used to. I used to play about 3 to 4 hours every day, and that's after work as well. So now it's just like a couple of hours a week, as opposed to a whole bunch a day.
You are mine now.
The crusade marches on.
Oh, part 2?
My father could never understand. He was born into privilege and wealth, and he spent every moment of his life.
God, what a douche. I was listening to that.
My father could never understand. He was born into privilege and wealth, and he spent every moment of his life trying to protect it. I was his flesh and blood, but he cared more about the names in books and the faces of the paintings on the walls than his living daughter. Do you know what fear is? Fear of who you are. Fear of what your own blood would do if they knew what you were. No, you could never understand it. People look to you as a savior. Have you ever thought about the lives you've taken?
Very nice.
They were fathers, lovers, daughters.
It's nice to get that legendaries in D3 now. It feels a lot more rewarding than it did before. Just because of how they buffed it here. Not having any luck here by the looks of it. No, I'm not entirely sure if I was supposed to go down that doorway. Now that I think about it. Something does seem that way.
You
Yeah.
ask me what I see when I look into the fire. I see a burning man. I see a burning witch. I see terror and a hunger that will consume everything. What hope do the works of men have against such all-consuming hunger? I gave myself to the flames.
Alright, so... seems like I messed up a little bit here. Apparently I was supposed to go down in here. You forgive me guys, I haven't played this in a while, so...
Very strange.
Indeed, there's a ghost here.
My wrath is low.
I had believed my new assistant was the noisiest creature in the world, but that was before I discovered the shrieking terror. This bat-like monstrosity produces the most ear-splitting racket imaginable, and furthermore managed to make my assistant scream even louder. I think my headache will last for weeks
I require
now.
more wrath. My wrath is low.
Oh. Let's see what's in here. Apparently bats and rats. It rhymes, that's cute. Nothing here? Can never be too sure.
Cower before Zakarum! Patience.
You must face another trial, my friend.
Make your peace, quickly. Not enough wrath.
Surprisingly difficult here. Imperial? Is that above Marquise? I think so. It looks like we actually have a Blackthorns here. I believe this is the first time I got Blackthorns since Reaper of Souls launched here. Normally at the end of these caves they have like some resplendent chests.
I require more wrath.
By the way guys, I just watched the new DC animated film, Throne of Atlantis. You know what, that's not too terrible of a show actually. You know, the reviews say one thing, but it's actually not too bad here. This year of course is gonna be a big year for movies with Star Wars and stuff. Avengers. Not as excited for Avengers though, for some reason. I just feel the novelty of Avengers has worn out. I am looking forward to Star Wars and Jurassic World though. I think they'll kill it for me. Somehow I'm not getting lucky with this again. Maybe coming into this cave wasn't such a good idea. And normally I would have done my workouts today, but I'm having like the worst headache. no workout for me today. Kind of a bummer actually. I really do want to work out today. There's a chest there. It's not a splendid chest, but it's a chest nonetheless.
My wrath is low.
The Bogan Trapper's snares are surprisingly effective.
This cannot
though
be
I have
opened
no
yet.
idea how they learned to fashion them. Most of the Bogan's feeble intelligence seems to be centered around killing and eating, and in this respect, their efforts are admirable. Perhaps I should hide one of these snares near my tent when I'm sleeping.
Not enough wrath. Not yet.
Those mushrooms are filled with something that looks like blood. I think it is blood.
Okay. Bloody mushrooms, of course. Where is the end of this? Okay. Oh, apparently I ended up on the other side now.
This is not the passage I'm looking for.
Oh, jeez.
Serve me!
I require more wrath.
Almost got him down here. Let's kill this bat before he makes another big one. Oh?
Not enough wrath.
Let's see here. Looks like a ring. Could be wrong though.
These abominations must die!
Not ready yet. These wounds are deep.
Oh god, this Waller. Where did the last one go? Okay. And there's something over here.
I'll have to find another guide stone to learn which sigil shows the correct entrance.
Yeah, picking up quite a few items here by the looks of it. In case you're wondering, this Net's ring is actually the ring that I bought for my CM wizard way back when. It is still very viable and very strong. Because it's a trifecta, I believe. Maybe it's not trifecta, it could be quadfecta, I'm not entirely sure. There we go.
Ah, now I know which sigil marks the right passage.
We can just ignore those, go straight for that. It certainly does feel like it's been going on for a while now. So yeah, once we get there, we just end the video here. Wow, apparently these guys chased me all the way here. So.
This is the right passage.
Alright. So yeah guys, we'll end the video right here and we'll pick off right after this. So this has been JP. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and I'll be back real soon. The next part is JP signing out.